Hey everyone, this is DayTraderRockStar, and today I'm going to talk about the lane divergence. It's an indicator that I focus on here at Day Trading Radio. I think it's one of the best indicators out there. It's a rare. It doesn't come out all the time, and when it does come out, it has a high probability of working out. And basically, we're going to break it down. I talk about it a lot each day on the radio, and we look for it. We like it on the daily. We like it on the 60. It does work on the 5. It does work on the 1 minute chart, but those time frames are relative to the that short-term time frame. Basically, you get a 1 minute divergence. It's not going to move up like a 60-minute divergence or a daily divergence. The divergence, how the divergence works, and again we're going to go over that. Just give you a fast education on it. All right, I wanted to show you the bullish divergence, and then we'll show you the bearish divergence. Basically, we're looking at the stock price to make a low and to make a lower low, and the stochastics to make a higher high on the bounce. Basics. And when you do see that, it should be obvious. It shouldn't be something you have to really pull out the I call protractor and kind of measure out. But you want to definitely see that happen. And I was just doing some research, and I was just reviewing the Russell, and I remember the last 3 times we've had this lane divergence play out that the market had made a nice move. Now it's not setting up now, but it's a good time to actually go back and just kind of review what we're looking at here. You can see the low here on the stochastics, the bounce, and the lower low combined with that nice reversal, but the higher low on the stochastics. And from that point on, we've moved right back up here until we've topped out with a lane divergence. And the same, kind of a similar situation. We made new highs, but a lower high, and again it's just the opposite setup for a bearish divergence, meaning for a downside move. And then once again we had that bullish divergence here, a bounce, a lower bounce, but a higher low, and it's really the momentum is shifted before the price. Momentum is shifted before the price. A great example that George Lane gave was pretend that you're watching a rocket shoot up and the engine dies out, but the rocket continues to move a little bit higher before finally rotating over. So the momentum has died, but the thrust has pushed us further. So what happens is the momentum, the stochastics, which measure in the momentum here, shifts before the price here shifts. The price continues in the direction, but we see the shift in momentum before that, and then soon after the price shifts, and that's where you have that almost a leading indicator type of situation. A fantastic indicator, one of my go-to indicators. If I see it, I usually act on it. So again, another surprise for you for this video is that we are seeing a couple lane divergences. And again, great examples of the lane divergence right here on the Russell. And I'm going to give you a couple that are setting up right now. We have a lane divergence setting up in the oil drillers. We're going to talk about rig being one, and this is one stock that we took advantage of today as it was setting up, and you could see this is what we look for. The pullback, the low here as the stochastics here is kind of holding above that 20. We're able to see that the possibility of a lane divergence was great here because we've sold off. The stochastics are holding off for recent lows. We're actually holding above 20, and we started seeing some upside. So there's a good shot we're actually going to cross back up. Now that was a good setup, and I'm very happy about this going forward. I think this is going to work out great lane divergence. There was another stock in the same sector. Some people are looking at it as Diamond Offshore. It doesn't give us the divergence setup, but it is, a nice channel pullback. It seems to be holding the support line, and both of these could be in play. But definitely the lane divergence in the rig has been there, and the copper plays seem to be setting up. We'll take a look at SCCO, and it was a slight divergence here on SCCO, and we actually got that big pop today. Very nice little flag here. Very nice little flag, nice follow through. We've been trading the heck out of these channels, and this one just along with that divergence acted really good. The other copper setups, we're waiting to see if they play out. The FCX here, a nice channel, kind of chopping around, but we did have the divergence also, a low and a lower low, a low and a higher low. So want to see if this actually maintains its support level here and kind of ramps back up. So 2 good lane divergences for you going into this week. 2 different sectors looking good. I also want to just touch base on some of the high probability setups have been triggering. Anadarko Petroleum, recent trade, and this is kind of a review from this. This is off of this week's watch list, and this watch list again, the watch list is sent out every Friday for the upcoming week. Another one will be released this Friday, but this kind of sets our map, our groundwork for what we're going to trade for the week here at Day Trading Radio. And I tell you, it has been great. It has been great. I am very happy about it. The Anadarko Petroleum, one of the better flags in the market. You can see actually pushed right up here and took out our profit zone. We took profits into it, and whenever we see that, this is more of a discipline. This enables you to not be in front of your computer. When the buy triggers hit, you get the alert, instantaneous email, text if you have it set up. And, in case you're away from the computer, you get the profit zone. It kind of gives you, what I'm looking at. And you can actually see we pushed into that profit zone and actually closed on the lows of the session. So actually a reversal candle played out. Really a nice reversal candle played out. So I'm happy to be out of these and happy to be in some new ones for this week. But there is some great setups that are happening in this market. And the other one was the HP. Again, we got out of that. And that was a 200 period moving average setup. And then, of course, there was CHK. Another nice pop up here to a retracement trend line. We took profits on that. Still actually looks okay, but, all these here working out pretty good. So the APC hit its target. MT, let's not forget MT. ArcelorMittal, we're looking at that bottom bounce over here. We pulled back the 50% retracement. Boom! Goes the dynamite with an upgrade this morning. Pushed up here. We took profits right at the open. Got out very close to the highs of the session. And happy with it, Again, happy. So everything looking good. We got some great setups going into the rest of the week. Verizon and, of course, some other ones like the BHI, the BHP. And, very standardized setups. So if you like this, definitely come by. Day Trading Radio will be on the air tomorrow live at 8:30 and every single day after that. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed that little update on the lane divergence. We have some good ones, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. I know probably people were actually looking for a market update. There's not much else to say here. I know a lot of people are asking about which way the market's going at these levels. It's a 60-minute daily here. It's day by day. We take profits, we bank it. If the market does pull back, we'll adjust that. Right now, the market is very strong. We're not seeing a lot of selling into it. The volume is actually going to drop off a little going into the end of the week. We're going into a holiday session next week, a shortened week. September, historically, a negative month. So we will play in this. This was a channel. This was a wedge pattern breakdown. We got that wedge pattern, rotated right back up. So lots of times we would look for that as a, as a retracement or a sell into that zone. We're getting closer to that level. We are, and that's about it. So I wish I could give you more, but things are looking good for the individual stocks. We just have to manage the overall markets and wait to see the signals coming up. All right, I'm DayTraderRockStar. I'll talk to you soon.